Yeah, man.
It's been a year.
It's been a whole entire year, Chase.
1 year.
1 year doing this podcast.
And then,
Putting it out there. Actually started not in this exact place.
no, in
It
the
was
window.
it was actually over there in the window up
Same
here.
view, baby.
Same view. Hey, different spot, same view.
Different spot.
Same view.
Same view, baby.
Hey, we're at different parts in our lives, but hey, it's the same goal,
Yeah,
man.
same view. I mean, we were in rehab when we started this, and
Yeah,
then we had to go
absolutely.
back. We just come and video ourselves on
A
on some
Sunday, I think.
blocks.
Huh?
On some blocks.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we said that. So the first time we did this, we had those kids like Lego block looking things. We had those stacked up in a chair with a Foundry phone holder
Yeah.
holding it up with like another block behind it.
With mics that didn't work.
Yeah, and then the mics. You can go all the way back to the first video. We had two mics in there, but we just had the mics set up
Yeah, they're
with
props.
they're basically props,
Now
man.
you can hear us.
Yeah, now you can hear us a little bit more clear. Hey, we're still not there yet.
No.
We're still not where we want to be. But I think reflection. That's why I kind of want to do it with just him and I, because it only started. We didn't have nobody on. We just had kind of a vision and what we wanted to do. And for the first few times, it was just it was us, man.
Yeah.
And man, I just want to thank you, dude, for being along with the ride. It always hadn't been easy, dude.
No. Still isn't.
No, it still isn't easy, man. And getting people lined up to come on and share their stories. People canceling at the last second, and I get it. I mean, it's not like I'm harboring anything towards them. I understand how life is,
Yeah.
but lining those things up. Getting in the rooms and speaking to the people who we've spoke to, man. If you would have said that we would be here today this time last year, man. It's I don't know, man.
Pretty crazy.
It's crazy, dude. I can't really articulate the feeling of that from my perspective, man. And I'm just not even talking about it on the podcast, just in life in general, man.
No.
Being like, I'm still sober, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still 100% sober. And I honestly, even this time last year, being still in a program, I didn't know if I'd be like, look, I haven't did anything for an entire year, man. And not saying that it couldn't happen in the next week or whatever. It's still a day at a time and still doing the necessary things, Chase. But it's just, man, it's just crazy how it's moved. We own our own business.
Yeah.
We're official business owners.
Yeah.
Of a company, man.
Yeah.
With our own legitimate bank accounts.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy that we talk about that. It's like people, I guess, really don't even know like the whole full story of like how this was even like presented. We were just out in the farm, just
I was so dope sick. I was dope sick.
Hitting golf balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On a we playing farm golf.
Yeah.
And just like spitting ideas of like how what we want to do, or like I think we were talking about we were wanting to do vlogs or something, and then also we're like, well, let's just do a podcast, and then it's like, but at the time, how rehab goes. People just sit there and talk about it.
Yeah, you lie. I lie.
Yeah,
I love lying to people.
That's all we did, dude. That's our favorite thing. Still our favorite thing, just sitting here and lying.
Yeah,
but we're not lying to you guys.
Yeah,
But it's a joke. But like, it was just funny because like how everything's come about. It's like, we just sitting there. I mean, I'm thankful for those times because at 6 months, man, I got to really like, I didn't find myself fully, but like I got to the point where like I found myself and like really what I want to do, what I was missing, like what was important, what wasn't,
Yeah.
like
it is, man. It is important, dude, and it's crazy. Again, it's until you've gone through that experience and really been at a point in your life, it was either sobriety or death.
Yeah.
And at a point of I have to change or I'm going to die. and then going into a program of where you're forced to kind of everything's quiet now, so all you have is yourself, and you have to have that deep reflection, and you really got to figure some things out. Not only with yourself, but like how your relationships with yourself and with other people. With God, with money, with women, with anything else in your life, man. And it forces you to do those things, and it's super uncomfortable because you're detoxing. You go from this world of chaos to a structured world where it's set every single day. Every single day you wake up, you know what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
And I know we talk about the guys. Oh, and we do a class at the Foundry. I even forgot about that.
Yeah.
We help facilitate, I guess, without lead a class at the Foundry.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday with some guys in the program, and that is something that has been beneficial. I know to me. I know it's I can speak for Chase. I know because he talks to me about it, about being beneficial for him. But it's something that I know, and Chase and I talk about this, how it's so important, man, for me or for us to get back into the guys who are still, I want to say figuring, I don't know the word to use, but they're still in the program, right?
Yeah.
And it takes you back, and every single time, when we talk about, no matter what's going on with our lives, with the business, all this stuff, when we sit down and have that group, it takes you back. You're like, man, maybe that ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah. It's humbling for
It's
sure.
humbling, man.
It's like, because, we can relate though, because we were not in their shoes, but we're in their shoes. We sat where they sat.
Yeah.
And it's like, it feels so far, but it's, like, it's like this year, you know what I'm saying? Like this podcast, we've done it for a year. It's just crazy to me because it flew by.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, like I, I never really sat and thought about it. Like, I mean, I do, but at the same time, it's like it kind of like hits you in waves a little bit because we've got so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's the thing though, man. It's just like the present time and being present and being able to be like in a sober mind. I
Mm-hmm.
never really got like the whole sober mind thing or like being sober. Like, it was just kind of my life was chaos. So, and I created it for myself, and it was just, I mean, and life still is chaos, but like I can handle it now. It's like I know how to handle the chaos that's thrown at me. Sometimes I don't take it too well, but it's still a learning. I'm still, you know, going forward, and that's the best part about it. Is what you're not gonna figure out everything all at once, but being able to like actually like be in the moment and realize it's and not letting drugs or alcohol make decisions for you is the best feeling.
No, absolutely, man. And I mean, you said it good too. Just being, you can ask Chase. I try to figure out everything right now.
Yeah.
I
Chris
want
wants it yesterday.
Yeah, dude, I wanted it yesterday. I want everything figured out and future problems figured out today.
Yeah.
And past, everything's figured out now. And again, that's something that I'm learning on, man. And I have not only the access but the privilege and with somebody. We live together, we own a business together, and so I get to talk to somebody that I know is in your corner. And I understand a lot of people don't have that, man, and I know I don't try to take that for granted, that, I know we might disagree or this or that. Well, I'm saying, like that. I know at the end of the day, it's not from a point of, like, oh, I'm disagreeing, like not a point of like, disdainment or something like that. It's like we're both trying to go the same way, and you know what I mean. Like when you have real goals in life, and you have we're trying to get, and both of you have your own personal battles you're fighting with, but you're trying to move forward. I think, and for me, like sometimes friction is not always a bad thing.
No.
Because then you're able to communicate things.
Yeah.
You're able to get your side of the story.
Well, but we see things from like two different views sometimes. It's like I see things like in a view of like when we're at work, like I see things you don't, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
like in like financial world and things like that, you see things I don't, and like that's where we mesh, and
Yeah.
it's cool. Like of course, it's like the coolest part is we both learn something from each
Yeah.
other
And
every
you
day,
got to though.
every
You
day.
can't be too prideful in the sense of like I'm too good to know. You know what I mean? Oh, that's your job. You take care of it.
Yeah,
And I think that's very important for us. And I'm not talking about in just in business. I'm talking about in sobriety or
yeah,
life in general. It's like you're never too good to learn something. And like sometimes set that pride aside and say like, hey, like I can learn a lot. And
yeah,
a lot of that the learning for me has come back and going back to the grind and putting your hands on and doing things you don't want to do.
yeah,
You know, like, oh, I've been doing this for 10 years. You know, I ain't doing that. Like, sometimes I think it's important to, like, step back and say, like, still sweeping the floors.
yeah,
It's still carrying out the stuff, still doing those little things.
yeah,
Because, again, those small details are important for me.
yeah,
And is it always fun? No, dude. Does it suck?
yeah.
Yeah, it does. And, you know, I just wanted to say this, dude. I know this is we've been doing this for a year, and I talk to sometimes the past couple of weeks I feel like I've slacked off, like with really lining some stuff up with a podcast. But I want to make a commitment now that you know we're intentional. We talk about intentionality and starting what we finish,
Yeah,
Chase,
yeah.
and
Shout out Stephen East.
yeah, yeah. Shout out Steven. Hey, check this guy out. Good shout out. Check him out, Stephen East Ministries, man. Good guy, good person, good Christian, and just a down to earth guy, man. Somebody you can relate to. You know, he's not, no offense, he's not some evangelist and just whatever else. Like, he's a real dude like anybody else, man. Um, but being intentional with this and like, hey, even if things don't always work out, we're going to find a way and we're going to pump out a video or two a week. We're sitting down and being intentional. I know we're busy, and I know
It
that we
might
have.
just be us.
Yeah, it might just be us sitting here like we are today, and it might be for 12 minutes, but we're going to be intentional and finish and continuing where we know where we want to go.
Yeah, because life gets busy,
Yeah,
man,
it
and
does.
you learn that, and you forget about things, and it's easy too because you you let life just kind of like hit you in the face sometimes, and it does.
It
But
does.
it's like if things are important to you, you got to do them because it's an accomplishment that for us for what we're doing, and it's like again, like how we started it, man. It's like we don't know who's gonna listen, man. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. I hope somebody gets something out
Yeah,
of it. But man, necessarily, it's we do it because we enjoy it, and we love it, and it's just it was a, it was our vision, man. And that's what people forget is when they got visions and then they don't shoot for it, they don't strive for it, then they get stuck in life, and it's like,
yeah.
oh man, I should have done that, and then nothing's ever too late,
No,
ever. But you get to that point where you think it's just too late, and people just say screw it,
yeah,
and like we talk about that all the time, man. Is I don't want to be that person. Like I don't want to wake up, and I think everybody's like that. I'm not just saying it's like me, but and I know everybody's like that. But like you said, is to be intentional. So if you want to do it, just do it. Like who cares what
yeah.
people
I
think?
know it's easy to say,
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah.
but that really is.
But
You
it
just
is
gotta do.
it
You
is
just
that
gotta.
simple though.
Yeah, it really is that simple.
And I mean, and you got to do it for you. I mean, I say this a lot, and and I heard it a lot too. Like getting sober is like you have to do it for yourself,
Yeah,
and it can't be necessarily for your family and stuff like that. Like you have to be selfish in a way to do it for yourself,
yeah,
and like it makes so much sense now, and it because we all get stuck in this like, oh, I got to do this for somebody, I got to do this for somebody, but really you don't. I mean, like be a good person, and always like love and like be kind and things like that, but like
yeah,
you don't have to please people, man. Like yeah, I've always been a people pleaser, and it's like, and it's such a freeing thing for me because
yeah,
like I don't have to do that, and I've learned that over the past year. I mean, it's going on 18 months. I'll be sober, in April, and in October I'll be 2 years,
yeah,
and like it's just like the accomplishments that are just setting forward each and every month, and it's a good feeling. Like, and because I'm doing it for me, you're doing it for you, and then we're a team, so we do it for each other, man. And like that's the best part about it is like it's not that I I like the accountability with you, man, because it's not like it's like oh, but like if I do something, man, I'll let you down,
Yeah.
and it's not like I think about that, like oh, if I like were to start drinking again or something, but honestly, kind of do it kind of helps me out because I'm like
Yeah.
fuck, man, like sorry, excuse my language, but
Yeah.
like why, like I'm gonna not only disappoint myself, but disappoint everybody I've
Yeah.
done this. Like,
Yeah.
they've seen my journey. They've seen my, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I fell because I wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it gets me every time. Like
Mhm.
not that I'm getting emotional about it, but like it's the truth, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to let myself down, and I don't want to let the progress. I mean, we've put so much
So much,
time,
and
you
just
know?
effort and like grind, a grind about it because it hadn't. People hadn't seen the nights and the mornings and the days. They just see the best parts, like your
Yeah.
highlight reels,
Yeah.
you know, and they don't see the utter struggle it was at
Yeah.
times, and the failures and the things that you did. You know what I mean? Like all this, just the internal and external struggles one may have, dude.
Yeah.
And again, they just see what's the highlight of those times. But I'm looking forward to, God willing, I'm looking forward to another year. Not only sobriety, but this podcast, another year of just being in business. Um, I don't know what is in store, but I know it's something good, and I can legitimately say I look forward to it now, rather than just waking up to get through another day, Chase.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and sometimes it's stressful. You're like, oh man, we got so much to do, but like it's something for us, and it's something to I don't know, just to strive for, because we know we're getting something out of it, man.
Yeah.
So, but really, I just want to, man, I thank you for doing this with me,
I
man.
love you.
I love you, dog. Thank you for doing this. I know it's been a sacrifice, on both our parts.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see myself doing anything different, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching, subscribing to this, man. And again, we appreciate the people who watch it every single day, or every single episode rather. And if you only drop by here and there just to see what, or if you're seeing it, it's the first time you're seeing it, great, man. We hope you get something out of it. We love y'all. We thank you, and we're looking forward to a lot more to come. All right.
Oh.